Hey, what's up? It's Adrian again. We're going to be talking about a suspension trainer, in this case, a TRX, right? So a TRX is pretty straightforward, pretty easy to adjust. When it comes to this, a few things. To make an exercise harder, oftentimes you just need to be either more upright, which is often easier, or lower by walking the feet forward, right? So being more vertical reduces how much of our body weight we are. Being more horizontal to the ground often increases the difficulty of what's going on. Sometimes it's a little bit opposite when it comes to some ab exercises. The further forward we get, the more challenging it is. Most standing things, it's going to be what I just mentioned. Another thing that we can do to make it easier or harder, and this is for most standing exercises, is to split the feet. If I put one foot behind me as I do a row, much easier. Vice versa, if I'm doing a press, and this is just a little short for me doing the press, putting one foot in front of me as I do a press oftentimes makes it quite a bit easier. So we can always adjust the difficulty based on that. Now, in terms of the length, usually when I'm doing a row, we want it about hip height for the handles. If I'm doing most like rowing, upper back work, when I'm doing a chest press, we do want these all the way out, right? Or pretty much about mid shin, mid to low shin. So how do we get it there? Well, with this specific TRX, I'm going to unclip it and show you. This specific TRX has what's called a clamp on it. Now the clamp, when it's taut like this, it won't move at all. The second I tilt it, so it's about perpendicular, I can pull the strap open, right? Pretty straightforward. Or I can close it. And the second I let go, it's tight again, right? So usually they say it's like pulling like an arrow. I'm here and I'm thinking, boom, pull back, right? Like that boom, bow and arrow. And then if I want it, once again, same idea, I just tilt and pull. So once again, to shorten it, grab the clamp, this tape, and pull it all the way out. And if I want to make bunny ears, I just grab closer and pull it again, right? So with that in mind, right, to make this longer, as I just mentioned, I just tilt the handles towards me, and I just pull it out. Oh, this guy got a little switched on me. And I just pull it out. A TRX is also nice because it has a little bit of slack in the middle of it to turn it, to get it a little bit more centered, which is helpful. So here you can see that now I'm in this longer position, right? I can do my chest presses. I can do other kinds of exercises like tricep extensions and whatnot, right? And it might be a little long if I'm doing a row. So now, once again, grab it, grab the tab, pull, boom, and now we're good, right? Really, really, really helpful to use from there. Other than that, there's just getting into it at the bottom. So to get into it at the bottom, like let's say you're doing, other than that, there's two kind of safety things. Two safety things that we tend to see, or I guess a few different safety things that we tend to see, is if somebody's doing a chest press, they might set their feet, and then they try to fall forward until it like catches, right? It's much easier just to stand upright and then walk yourself into that position. We used to see the same thing. We're doing a row. People will start like this and they're slacking it, and then they kind of fall back and try to catch themselves. You can see it's very dangerous. Start long, make sure there's tension, and then walk your feet into that position. That's how for upper body getting in and out of it. Then there's the lower body stuff like doing a plank, right? Now this is a little trickier. For plank height, I like these about mid-shin, the bottom of the handle, where there's the foothold, which is here, right? So for the foothold, we're going to get down, right? What I think is I hold them at the end, I hold them down, and then I put one foot in, once again holding it like that, put my second foot in, and then we're going to roll. And when we roll, it's always top foot over, right? Boom, like this. And now I'm in a good position for my plank. What some people like to do, though, is they like to just kind of like feather it in. And if you want to do this, this is cool. I have a hard time doing this, but they just kind of feather it in like that. That makes sense. So really, really straightforward there. And then we can do our planks and our ab work just like that, right? Now, the last thing I would go over when we're doing this is a grip position. When you're gripping it, sometimes it's really, really tiring. And there is kind of a ninja hack to this that, and bring this closer, where once again, if it's hard to grip and hold on to for a while, what we can do is slide. You take this end and you put it all the way through so it's shorter. What that allows you to do is now stick your hand through there, and I can hold on to it like I'm really pulling, and I can hold on to it without having to worry about my grip, right? This is very convenient if you're just having a hard time with doing the pull-ups or the rows. You can always kind of do that thing, right? So a bunch of different stuff. The basic one though is the shortening, lengthening, and shortening it via the strap, pull like that. Some of them have the pressure clip, where you just clip and pull, a little bit different. This is how most of the modern ones are. If you have any questions about suspension trainers, let me know. Other than that, that'll be it.